See, look at this, guys. So we have a police officer who's stopped a matatu, and there could be either the license is expired, driving license I mean, or there could be another issue with the matatu. Therefore he has to take note, and if the guy is lucky he could pay him a fine and then get free. So that is what happens here. He has just he just has to talk, yeah, try convince the policeman, or else this matatu will be taken to a police station, and too bad for him, he'll end up paying a lot more. Anyway, corruption is the main issue with trying to deal with here in Kenya. Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to show you the various type of public means of transport here in Kenya. So we're going to be focusing on specific ones at a time. And okay, so he was apologizing for having interfered my recording. So yeah, that is one of the public means of transport here in Kenya. It's a motorbike. I know maybe you might be having them in the various countries you come from. Yeah, so here in Kenya specifically, that is the easiest and fastest means of transport. Yeah, so you can catch them anywhere on the road. Yeah, and if suppose there's traffic, that one maneuvers really fast compared to vehicles and trains. Now I'm walking towards a bus stop, or rather where we can pick buses or matatus. So we have various kind of vehicles. We have matatus and buses. I'll show you the difference. But our buses are not as fancy as the ones you have. Ours are a bit noisy and they're not timed. So you just walk to a bus stop and you can find them, or they pick you anywhere you'll be standing by the roadside, provided there's a stopping point. Yeah, we don't necessarily have to have bus stops. So that is how we operate here in Kenya. I'm going to show you the kind of buses we have and also the kind of matatus we have. For those who are familiar with Swahili or who've been in East Africa or who come from East Africa, definitely know what matatus are. So I know that that's not new to you. So like these ones here are the motorbikes for public transport. You can find them anywhere, just like I said. And their rates are a bit more expensive compared to matatus or buses. So that one there, let me zoom in. This one here is a bus. That's how the Kenyan buses look like. And you just pay in cash, no cards used here. There's also another one that is coming. So there's this yellow one. This one here. This one is also a matatu. And the guy standing at the door is usually referred to as a conductor. So he's the one who collects money and also picks people by the roadside or organizes pickup at the bus stops. So here I'm at a place called Westlands, and this place is where you'll find most of the matatus and buses. So they're usually very many, and you see it, they're all parked there. I don't know if you can see there on our right we have matatus. So these tiny ones are what we call matatus, and I've already shown you what buses are. So the green one there is a matatu. So this one is a big stage for various for matatus going to various places, or for buses going to various places. So I'm going to cross because I'll be taking a matatu to my place. So I have to make sure that I bought the right one. Yeah, and right here is have a traffic police officer who just controls traffic here in Nairobi, or rather in Kenya. Because if drivers are left to manage themselves on the road, there'll be crazy traffic. So that's why we usually have traffic police officers everywhere to assist. And now see, look at this, guys. So we have a police officer who's stopped a matatu, and there could be either the license is expired, driving license I mean, or there could be another issue with the matatu. Therefore he has to take notes, and if the guy is lucky he could pay him a fine and then get free. So that is what happens here. He has just to he just has to talk, yeah, try convince the policeman, or else this matatu will be taken to a police station, and too bad for him, he'll end up paying a lot more. Anyway, corruption is the main issue with trying to deal with here in Kenya. However, all our politicians are corrupt, so I wouldn't say that we're actually trying to fight it, just trying to live with it. That's crazy. Yeah, so let me just walk and go to my stage. It's not too far from here. I'll just turning right this way and then get to grab one. So in Kenya you can cross anytime if there's no vehicle moving. We don't have, okay, most places don't have like stop signs where you stop, vehicles stop and then you cruise. Most cities do have, but Kenya is majorly made of villages and rural areas, so you wouldn't find zebra crossing everywhere. So that's where I was trying to drive at. So this is me walking. I'm actually coming from work. I'm going to meet Malkia so that we can do a few more videos together. So I'm just trying to rush, go catch a matatu to get to her. Another means of transport here in Kenya is we also use Uber or Bolt. Those are services you can either subscribe to, like cooperatively or privately, or one-offs, or a continued service. So it depends with how heavy your pocket is. So with those ones, they operate just like any other Uber services out there. I know you've heard of Uber. So in Kenya we have quite a number of such. We have Uber, Bolt, we have Faras, we have InDriver, quite a number. So yeah, so for those who are rich, like these guys here, they have their own vehicles, so they do not or rarely use public means of transport. But the rest of us have to use what we can afford. The sun is scorching hot today, this particular one here, and it's going to my direction actually, but I decided not to board that one because it was almost full. I'm going to wait for another one, and also I was still recording, so it was kind of awkward for me to go in there while talking, and they would definitely notice I'm recording and they would be maybe uncomfortable. Yeah, anyway, so this is me. My stage is just my bus stop. By the term stage, I'm actually referring to a bus stop, not like a practically nice bus stop like most developed countries. It's just a place where matatus can pick and drop people. So yeah, it's just behind this truck. In Kenya we call them lorries. So behind this truck is where I'll be standing to pick a matatu or a bus. You see the guy, he's waving, actually showing the direction to where the matatus are going. So we have two routes here. There's one going to the left, to the right, That's a different route called Wangige, and then there's another one going to the left where I'm going, called Lower Kabete. So by the sign, I can be able to tell where the matatu is going. Yeah, so this is where I'll be stopping. There are a few people stopping here who are already waiting for matatus and buses. So I'll just be standing here waiting for any to come so they can, hop in and get to catch Malkia, right? So let's wait. So guys, right there are motorbikes. So if I was going to use a motorbike, I would just walk across to the place and then pick one, and they'll take me to wherever I want to go to. Here we have a matatu that just passed. I think it's full. That's why it's not picking passengers on the road. So let's wait for one that has space for me, or for us, considering that it's quite a number of us here on this stage. We also have trains. Our trains are not as advanced as most developed countries. Okay, so this one is going to my place. Let me get to board this one. Yeah, this is Iran. Shake your, another one. Shake your butt. We no elephant. So we've gotten to a stop, and Natasha is going to drop some people, then we proceed. Here is our driver there, and they just dropped some people. The conductor is here. The matatu in front is picking someone by the roadside, like that. This is how we do it here. Please tell us in the comment section how your public means of transport is. Notice that by the road there's like more space, either for people to pass by, to walk by, or for matatus to just stop, matatus or motorbikes. I'm at another bus stop. We call them stages. So I'm at another stage, and here you see vehicles with posters on top of them showing the direction to where the vehicle goes to. So you just come and you read and you know which one to take. There's also another type of public transport that we've seen here, very common in Mombasa, the coastal region of Kenya. However, we now have them here in Nairobi. So these ones here, these tiny looking van looking icons, we call them tuk-tuk. So yeah, I think that is it. It carries about 3 to 4 people. Yes. So yeah, that is it. And again, here is a bus, and the one in most of our conductors actually wear maroon. Hi. Fine, thank you. Yeah. Thanks. Well, no. So this is a bus, and as usual, police trying to solve problems. Yeah. So he's either trying to gather some cash for himself today, or maybe there's a problem with the bus. So whatever it is, I hope they get it sorted. Yeah, so that is where I was dropped, where the bus is, and I'm now heading home. For those who've been watching our videos, this is, I think you might recall that this is where I live. This is where Uncle Mo visited us at. Right.